down that road?
Yeah, I get down. I'm good.
For nearly 9 minutes they knelt, George Floyd's family and their lawyers on one knee to represent the time a police officer knelt on George Floyd's neck, casting the United States into one of the biggest race trials in its history.
All right, what's your name?
George.
George?
George Perry Floyd.
There was a time the Floyd family name was not globally known.
Man, that's it.
Spell it for me.
G-E-O.
But these were the final moments of that obscurity,
Last name?
Floyd.
before George Floyd's life ebbed away beneath the knee of that police officer, and before his name became synonymous with one of the most troubled times in the history of the United States.
October 14th?
Today, a jury began considering the case against Derek Chauvin, accused of abusing his power and using his body as a weapon to pin George Floyd down. No longer a man of uniform nor freedom, he faces murder and manslaughter charges, accused of using lethal force without cause.
Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge. He put his knees upon his neck and his back, grinding and crushing him until the very breath, no, ladies and gentlemen, until the very life were squeezed out of him.
The events leading to the death of George Floyd in May last year were filmed extensively. From the moment a shopkeeper told police they thought he'd passed a counterfeit note, to his pleas that he couldn't breathe. Much of it filmed by passers-by
He's not responsive right now. Back off.
who warned police that Mr. Floyd was dying. Others, including those watching in the control room, also sounded the alarm.
My instincts were telling me that something's wrong.
This dispatcher, so concerned, she telephoned a senior officer.
You can call me a snitch if you want. I don't know if they have used force or not. All of them sat on this man.
However, Derek Chauvin's defence team say George Floyd did not die from the pressure on his neck.
The evidence will show that Mr. Floyd died of a cardiac arrhythmia that occurred as a result of hypertension, his coronary disease, the ingestion of methamphetamine and fentanyl, and the adrenaline flowing through his body.
That is disputed by the Floyd family, who told me they believe they will get a conviction where others failed.
I'm expecting, by just looking at the video, I'm expecting to get a conviction. I'm expecting to get justice for my brother.
This is the trial of Derek Chauvin, but George Floyd's family fear that his character will be assassinated because George Floyd was a black man and Derek Chauvin was a white police officer.
George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd!
America's founding fathers argued that all men are created equal. This trial will question if America still lives by that premise. Emma Murphy, News at 10, Minneapolis.